Okay, my computer chose today to be weird, but we finally got the presentation up. So, first order of business is we have a lot coming up over the next couple of weeks. Carmen is here today, so if you are interested in attending the NOAO star parties at the elementary school, Digital Tech is at these schools. Digital Tech is a charter school, and then Laufer is in Sunnyside School District. Talk to Carmen. I have the sign-up sheet here, so if your availability has changed, please make a note of it on the sign-up sheet. I'm just going to pass that around with... It's... Don't worry, guys. It's just physically impossible for me to remember to include a writing utensil. So Carmen can talk to you about the NOAO star parties. Also, the Astro Club star parties. We have the one on the 3rd. Well, we have two on the 3rd. One is the Camp Wildcat star party that I mentioned last week. And that, I don't have a time yet for it, but I assume between 7 and 10 in the evening. And then, of course, we have our regular Sabino Canyon star party on the 3rd from 5:30 to 9:30. Usual deal. I've checked the sport events schedule for the rest of the semester, and there shouldn't be any problems with meeting in the Stewart parking lot. And then there's the Manzanita Elementary School star party on Thursday the 8th from 5:30 to 8. I'm going to ask them for a head count and how many people they want. It would probably be a good idea to leave here no later than 5, like absolutely no later than 5. 4:30 would be preferable. And then Allie and I are going to meet with Katie Garmany tomorrow to discuss the CELS star party. So time to be determined, but I assume that that will be an all evening event since CELS is an hour and a half away. And that is March 30th is a Friday. So I'm going to pass out that sign-up sheet again. Actually, that's a month away. I will not pass out that sign-up sheet again, but I will in a couple of weeks.
So, on the topic of star parties.
Okay, while we're on the topic of star parties.
I got a request from an elementary school that's wanting a star party next week on, I think, Wednesday night.
What elementary school?
Keeling Elementary School in the Amphi School District.
Okay.
Anyway, they're going to have approximately 125 to 150 people, and they want people with telescopes and knowledge. This is partly through Flandro, so I'm not sure of the deal there. Normally they get paid for star parties. I don't know if they're going to charge since this is an elementary school.
Okay.
But they don't have enough people to do a star party, so they asked that if we were available. So is anybody available next Wednesday, the 29th? Okay. A couple of people.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Could you forward me that?
Yes, I will forward you this. And I'll make plans more clear in an email.
Will be awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So yes, we will get the details sorted out, and I'll send out an email about that star party on the 29th. And in case you had any doubt that March was going to be busy, first things first, we just got a request from the Astro Dance Project, which I have flyers for here. I'm going to shamelessly plug. You can pass around. It is a dance performance which is astronomy themed. They've asked if we would be willing to set up some telescopes, I believe, after the performance, so probably like 10:30 or so. And I believe people we know are in this. I won't swear to that. But CT's helping out.
I don't think there's anybody that we know.
Okay, so I don't know that this would require too many people. I asked Dr. Fleming, and he said the telescopes are available. So I know we also have the radio project run on Kit Peak this weekend, but if you're not going to that and you're available to help out with that, with telescopes on the mall for the Astro Dance project, that would be great. So a quick show of hands, is anybody available?
Yeah.
Okay. Show of hands.
Wait, what are we showing hands for?
The Astro Dance project.
What about it?
If you would be available to run telescopes.
So like each night or?
Yeah, each night, but
Before the...
after,
After.
according to CT, but he was going to double check that. And if he sends me a text in the next 10 minutes, I'll let you know.
So like 9:30, 10?
Yeah, like 9:30, 10. The performance is at 8. They usually last 2-ish hours. So, how are we what? Yes, the telescopes that we use for the star parties come from Stewart, so we'd probably just carry them over. You could probably drive up onto, since the dance building is down there, probably drive up onto the mall and set it up and then park elsewhere. Yeah. Okay, excellent. So I will get the details of that and send out an email. Since this is soon, I wasn't expecting a ton of people, but if anybody can show up to this, that would be great. And don't forget that there's a radio project run on Kit Peak this weekend. We do need people to be there for that as well. Frisbee / volleyball / sports of any kind. Our weekends are getting busy. And the weekend of the March 3rd and 4th is not any less busy, it's just less bad than anything else in the near future. March 2nd is the Friday. March 4th is a Sunday. I was wondering if that would work any better for anyone as far as a couple hours on the mall with a Frisbee or volleyball. Are there strong preferences for one or the other? Or nothing?
Friday over Sunday.
Agreed.
Friday over Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay. We will set something up for March 2nd. Can I have a really quick vote between Frisbee and volleyball? Speaking of which, we have volleyballs that can be used for this.
Yes.
That don't have like pirates
Yes.
heads
Yes.
painted on them. Okay.
It's probably dead, too.
Okay. So who wants Frisbee? And who would prefer volleyball? Volleyball has it. Okay. I'll try to reserve the Park Student Union court. Or if I can find a different court, I will try to reserve that one.
On the March 2nd date is what we decided?
Yes. March 2nd in the evening sometime. And movie night. Our regularly scheduled movie night falls right in the middle of spring break. I would prefer to do it on the 23rd. The movie is just short of 2 hours. If we start at 6, that won't be a late night for anybody because we do have astronomy days and nights on the 24th. The problem is the 10th is the first weekend of spring break. I'm sorry, the 9th is the first weekend of spring break, and I assume most of you are taking off on Friday night. And in fact, I might be taking off up to Kit Peak on Friday night. So would the 23rd absolutely not work for anybody? Is the 23rd yay or nay?
Yay.
Yay. All right. This is The Wrath of Khan, by the way.
Yeah.
What?
The Wrath of Khan.
How did last movie night go?
I heard
Oh, it'd be awesome.
Last movie night went very well.
All right.
And your movie is in the Astro Club office.
Okay.
It was well received as a bad movie. So,
It was very bad.
yes.
I even walked out.
You had someplace to be.
I walked out still.
Those are details,
Oh, I'm
minor facts and whatnot. It just anyway, yes, because I don't know as many bad science movies, and some of you don't know your classic sci-fi, so there's going to be some forced education here. Final event, and I'm sorry, guys, but this is mostly for the women in the room. The Women's Science Forum, which is a collaboration of female grad students and undergrads at the U of A, has held a workshop for the last several years, and the purpose of this workshop, it's 1 weekend a semester, I think. The purpose of the workshop is to get young women interested in science and see it as an attainable goal. They're holding a workshop on Saturday, March 3rd, which is the day that, if you ask me, that's the day the world will end, because everything is happening on Saturday, March 3rd, from 8:30 a.m. to noon. They would love some female help. They do some really cool stuff. I mean, they do some of the more standard science activities, and then they apparently also have the girls build spectrographs, which sounds like a really cool activity to me. So email Vanessa Bailey. Her email address is there. If you aren't sure you can volunteer, but you want more information or to volunteer, she'd be very happy for the help. Moving on. Okay, we are moving into the selection of random things unrelated to anything else. Those of you who indicated interest in becoming certified to drive high occupancy vehicles, training is available. I listed 4 upcoming classroom dates. There are more listed on the website, but I didn't feel like listing them for the rest of the year. There was one today, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's over.
Yeah, I went to it. You sit there, it's a like 3-hour scare tactic course. They give you this packet that you don't read there, but it contains all the information that they tell you. They show you a few videos of some old church ladies or athletic teams rolling over in high occupancy vehicles and try to scare you out of not driving these vehicles. But it really isn't that bad. It's just a common sense defensive driving type course. Sit there, listen to people try to scare you, and then you have to schedule an in-vehicle driving thing that happens every Friday. So, and I think there are a couple people in this department that are able to
I
do
know
the
Dawn
driving.
should be able to.
Yeah. So if a lot of people take the course at once, we can all do certification driving portion of the course all at the same time. And then you get a little card, and you can drive high-occupancy vehicles in the state for the entire state of Arizona, any high-occupancy vehicle thing for 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, that's why I had to go to it, because I'm old, and I've had my card for 4 years.
Yes. So those of you who are interested, look at the website. The certification requirements are not strenuous, shall we say?
You have to be 19 and have been driving
for 3 years.
For 3 years.
Yeah.
And you can't have excessive problems on your driving record.
Yeah. Next order of business. Everyone who has a key to the Astronomy Club offices, the people I'm looking at right now, must have official office hours. I know many of you live in the office anyway, but we need to list official office hours on the website. So please email Mandy or talk to Mandy or otherwise inform Mandy of your office hours, so that we can, as she's the webmaster, so that we can get those posted. And it would be best if office hours did not overlap with anybody else's, since the point is for people who don't have keys to come and use the office and study and, get academic help or hang out or complain or whatever. The point is to make the offices available to people who don't have keys. So it would be good if the hours didn't overlap, but if there's just no way that that's going to happen, that's okay. And the calendar has all of the hours that we currently officially know about. T-shirts. The deadline is right now. So, I have 2 designs. if you email something to me tonight, I will still accept that. But otherwise, I would like to start voting this week so that we can buy next week, so that we can actually do this as opposed to me talking about it, but not reporting any actual progress for another month. So, and I was planning on doing an online voting system since not everybody can come to the meeting, or not everybody does, or whatever. And random thing I've been meaning to mention for quite a while, we have pages for individual members of the Astronomy Club, but there are only 3, and that's Kevin and me and Mandy. And it would be great to have more. If you're not comfortable with that, that's fine. I don't have a photo on mine because I don't generally do that. But email Mandy for a short description, or email a short description to Mandy. And yes, this is just a general summary, or yeah, it's just a general summary of my research interests and my general activities in the department. It doesn't need to be detailed. It doesn't need to be like, and then I had an epiphany when I was 16, and just a simple short summary of what you're up to. And it would be really great if we could have more of those. So please email Mandy if you're at all interested. And then, as usual, projects, nothing has changed as far as I know. As I said, Radio Project has an upcoming observing run, and if you're in the Radio Project, please come to the meeting on Thursday so we know who's doing what, where, and when. Binocular Telescope Project has a plan, which is fantastic. So,
We didn't meet today.
yeah, well, I'm working on that. And then Exoplanet Project, we are moving towards publication. We have an observing run on March 7th on the 90 inch?
The 90 inch.
On the 90 inch on Kit Peak, which is awesome. And congratulations to Mandy for a successful proposal. I like it. And as usual, Outreach Materials is meeting Wednesdays at 5. We are still working on astronomy days and nights. So please continue to go to those meetings, and hopefully we will have quite a lot of progress to report soon. Yeah.
Have we confirmed the day?
No, that's what we're waiting on. Membership, CT had to run off to a rehearsal, so see me to pay dues if you have not yet paid dues. And please fill out a membership form. I don't believe everyone here has. Yeah, I haven't seen the spreadsheet updated in a while. There's no research presentation this week, but I believe there will be one next week.
Yeah, okay.
And next week also, one of the candidates for ASUA president has asked to come and speak with us. He just wants to give a short presentation about his platform and answer any questions we might have, because we pay attention to that.
You actually gave in to him and invited him? I always ignore those.
Well, part of his platform is specifically focusing on science-oriented clubs.
He emailed me specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I told him he was welcome to come. I hope that when he asks if we have any questions, there isn't a room full of blank stares, but I know the likelihood of that. What?
You can make cricket sounds instead.
Oh, this.
Yes. Anyway, I said he could come, and if any of you are interested in ASUA elections, you get to meet a candidate. And astronomy question of the week starts right now, so I will go get Dawn. Does anybody have anything else? Or Dawn is hiding behind Jake.
was gonna go, oh, hi, Jake.
It's the day of astronomy club people sneaking up on other astronomy club people. Does anybody have anything else? Yes. There may also be an upcoming outreach event at an elementary school, which is like a mile and a half down the road, but there's nothing definite yet. I'll let you know when that happens. It's my elementary school, which is why that's happening. So I'll let you know what the plan is, but
Also, we're going to bribe your teachers to tell us stories
no,
about
you're not. You're really not. My teacher emailed me. She's like, "It's great to hear from you again. I think I still have some of your old work." I'm like, "No." Not with the rest of the club. All right. So March is going to be busy. Get out your planners, use them. I can't remember everything I have to do, so I would advise checking the club website quite a lot. All right.